fart on because I don't want that one.
Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought you were taking a puff of the magic dragon, but that's worse.
Welcome back to UnPerfect with Alexi. It's the perfect place for imperfect people. And today we have my partner in crime, my assailant accomplice, my SD bestie, Makalie Davis.
Karen. It's giving Karen. But yeah, thank you for having me. Am I like your first guest on your rebranded? Third.
Outside of Riley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Outside of Daddy. Had this fun trip to Florida. People, they saw the stories. They, to put it simply,
It was going well until it wasn't.
it was on the news. It was on the news in my husband's Snapchat group. And I think now we need to talk about it. But the reason why we were in Florida was because Face Reality invited Makalie and I, who she is my esthetician, on a brand trip to celebrate the launch of their new supplements. So they invited some people in the media and the press. And actually, I like these supplements a lot. I've been taking them for, what, is it almost 2 weeks now?
Yeah, they're so nice too because it's like a lot of supplements that people would normally take but packed into two. So you don't have to have a million bottles on your countertop. You have 2 bottles, and it's just nice to have everything consolidated. So I've been liking them. I've had a couple clients get them, and I'm excited to see what the results are.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
So they flew us out first class.
I can't take you seriously. Like a fucking news anchor. Oh my god, it's giving King 5.
This just in, breaking news.
No, for real. Reporting live.
Oh god, now I'm sweaty. I'm gonna take my wig out.
Yeah.
Take my weave off. Okay, so where should we start?
Start from the good parts, the beginning.
When we scheduled a car to show up at my house at 4 a.m. and then our flight was at 7 something, and then we're like, wow, we're gonna get to the airport and have lots of time to kill, and then we stood in TSA for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't so fun. But
Yeah.
at least we didn't miss our flight.
Yeah, we were like, oh my god, I've never missed a flight before.
We got on that one.
Yeah, we got on that flight, and we had a nice, cushy, how long did we go? We were 5 hours. We flew to Atlanta.
Yeah,
from Seattle.
5 hours and something.
But
that was fine.
Was that your first time in first?
I think so.
What'd you think?
Very nice. Free drinks. You can't beat that. That's the best part.
We had 5.
And my favorite part is that there's only 2 seats instead of 3.
And
you
the
don't have to like sit
headrest?
on anyone's lap.
Yeah, we don't have to sit next to anybody who smells questionable. Well, we would bless them. I had the stuff. I had my deodorant. It's giving naturopath, she said.
Yeah, and when she would spray that on the plane, I could instantly see people's heads pop up looking around, like seeing where it's coming from.
No fucking way.
What?
Is your mic on? Wait, talk into it.
Hello?
Okay, it's on.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, but I had to. It was giving BO. And it was bad. So then I put my lavender and tea tree deodorant on, and then sprayed lavender hand sanitizer.
And then put lavender chapstick on. I'm like, it's giving naturopath.
So then we landed in Atlanta.
Yep.
And had the worst fucking burger I think
oh my god,
I've ever had. No, thank you for buying it.
You're welcome. But it sucked. I would agree. It was not good.
Okay, well that's good because
The drinks were like $25.
Okay, she got a double tequila soda, right? Or margarita?
Margarita, yeah.
Double margarita, $25. I got a double gin and tonic, $15. Like, what?
And then we Googled it because I'm like, is gin cheaper than tequila? I don't know. Maybe that's something that is a well-known fact that I don't know. And it said online that gin is typically a more expensive liquor. So I'm like...
They had their shit backwards. They have so many layovers for Mexico, I bet. They're like, let's check out the margs.
Tequila. We were there for work, so I feel like the 3 days that we were there, we had an itinerary almost every day, which was really nice because it kept us on schedule. We got to do some really big things.
I wish I could say it, but this is going to come out before the thing's going to come out. I think when the thing comes out.
When is that?
I think mid-November. You'll find out soon enough because we're going to make a big enough stink about it. You're going to be questioning what it is, but it's huge.
It's big news. Like, I had to sign a release form to have my tattoos filmed
Yeah,
because I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, because it's someone else's art.
I know, but I'm like, that's crazy. It's on my body, but I didn't even know people had to do that.
Yeah, I didn't either. But they had like, so here's the context. After we get off the flight, we get picked up in this black car with Jillian. She's another esthetician. She's amazing. She's from Ohio, you know.
Which we were like, I thought Ohio was Iowa and vice versa. So when we were looking at the map, I was like, I had that all messed up.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I didn't realize that Ohio was so close to Canada.
Yeah.
Like it literally.
Like you could take a little boat, like a kayak.
Yeah, we were like, what would happen if you took your boat across?
She's like, well, you probably shouldn't. Let's give it a try. See what happens.
Yeah. We get to the hotel. We had a really nice check-in staff, Brandon. Shout out to you. He gave us champagne when we checked in, and we were like, honestly.
I thought you said don't use real names.
If it's good things.
Okay.
We really like Brandon from the Colony Hotel in Florida. He was really nice.
If he ever sees this, Brandon, shout out, you're a G.
Yeah, we can only use real names for people we like. So if
Okay.
your name is mentioned on here, then we really like
I
you.
missed that part.
I think, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not slander. It's like, oh my God, you're amazing.
He was so nice. Every time I think he had a crush on you for sure, because every time
No.
we walked down to the lobby, he would say, "Good evening, Miss McKinley." Like, "Good morning, Miss McKinley." Like, he was like 19, so.
Yeah. Well, he was really nice. And then we went and put our shit in our room, and then we came back down like to just look around the hotel, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then he gave out 3 drink cards. And by that time, I'm no, I get my espresso martini. I'm spilling on the second I get it.
She was walking back to the elevator, like sloshing it side to side. It was literally spilling. I'm like, oh.
Like, it's giving embarrassing.
I said, it's okay. She's okay. I'm going to put her to bed. Night night. Night night.
We had a really early morning. The next morning, sitting in my room, Max like, I'm just going to order room service and go to bed. I'm like, this is probably a really good idea, considering we were 3 hours ahead. So we had to get up 3 hours earlier.
Yeah, that time zone was crazy.
I know.
Even that 3 hours, I was like, oh, that makes a big difference.
This is bullshit.
But we got good sleep that first night, I will say. Like, that was like the move.
In the room service, like prices for room service though, can we talk about that for 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay, Face Reality, thank you so much for providing room service and hotel meals, because that I was shocked. The next day I got a fruit plate. You saw it. It was just fruit literally on a plate and like a little honeycomb. That was like $30 something.
And then your orange juice was $16
orange
for a
juice?
glass of orange juice.
Isn't that insane? Like, you better have squeezed that this morning.
Literally fresh pressed.
I need some, and those little like pre-packaged glow drinks or whatever. That was $16 or $17. I'm like, for a fucking juice?
It's crazy.
But we were in Palm Beach.
Yeah, there wasn't a house cheaper than $8 million on the entire island.
Yeah, we were like, what are we doing here? Ariana, what are you doing here? So next morning, Max, my wing woman, to this secret project that we keep teasing that we literally legally can't say anything about, I think. Well, I didn't sign anything, but I wouldn't. It was a really cool opportunity given to us, so I don't want to do anything to ruin that. We're going to the ballroom for this. They walk in, the door's like cracked, and you can see that there's 2 backdrops. There's probably about 10 cameras, maybe. Like
screens, lighting. Like, I didn't realize lighting for these big filming things are such a big deal.
I know.
They're like, we need 5% over there, 10% over here. We'll get 30 on the backdrop. I'm
like, why are we talking in percentages?
Turn lights on, man.
Can you just turn it up a hair?
But I guess it does make a big difference, I feel like.
I know. First part, I was interviewing Makalie before she came in for her part. She was watching on a screen this whole thing going, so like they could see both of our faces simultaneously, and I'm supposed to be asking questions and like looking down at a piece of paper, remembering the question, and then being like, okay, so tell me about, and like remember this, and there was like, I don't know, 15 people in that room just watching.
Yeah.
Dead silent. Oh my God, but that wasn't worse than. Do you remember this? Guys, I shit you not. This will be burned in my brain for forever.
I'm scared.
I had to, so this piece of content is filmed from my point of view. And so to do the transition from like the content I shot at home to the content that's professionally produced, I had to do this. I love that for me. And they were like, okay,
37 times.
They're like, just keep doing it. We're just going to keep doing it and we'll get the shot. So I literally had to, I love that for me. 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 Like, you feel cringe now. Imagine standing in a room full of people. You are the only person talking. It is dead ass silent. Everybody's watching you on a screen. You already pitted out. I literally was wearing a brown bodysuit, and all the pictures that we posted from that, like, I took like a picture. I have the long arm. You could see pit. I pitted out, and I could feel it dripping down my arm.
I would have too. That was very nerve-wracking.
It was, but at the end it was okay. But what was cool is they let Makalie give me a facial. That sounds so fucking sexual.
Yeah, that it always never comes out right. That's the
Makalie,
thing.
give me a
Whenever you
facial.
tell your husband, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a facial," that's the running fucking joke. Like, we'll give you a facial. Like, all right, well,
Yeah, okay. Bye.
heard that before.
That was cool that
Yeah.
they included you in that, and
Very cool. Very scary, but very cool.
I'm excited to see the final cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then they picked her to like hold the products because she had really pretty nails, and then they had her put gloves on anyway.
Well, I think because I was wearing gloves during the facial, and then they wanted it to like match with that. So the guy was like, "I just realized that you were wearing gloves in the other scene, so we're gonna have to have you put gloves on."
Oh,
It's like,
damn.
okay. Well,
Everyone was so professional. Like, they all had their shit together. They all knew what they were doing. It was a really, like, honestly, such a cool experience that I'd never even thought. Like, if you would have told me 6 months ago, even, this would have been an opportunity. I would have been like, you're yanking my chain.
literally.
You're lying to me. So
Yeah. That'll be so cool once it finally comes out and you can actually like post it.
I know. I'm excited for you guys to see. But after that, yeah, we went to the bar, and this whole trip is giving barfly. But the good thing about it is that we met so many people and networked with them and spread brand awareness.
Yep. Everyone there. What are you guys here for?
Face reality.
We'll tell you. How much time do you have?
Let me tell you more. Sit down. Sit right next to me. We got this food from the bar, and this lady walked up to us, and she had the coolest glasses. Me and Max stopped her. We're like, oh my gosh, what are those? She told us, and the second she walked away, I looked them up. $510 for a pair
Spectacles.
of optical glass. What's the difference between optical and spectacle?
I don't think optical's a word. Do you mean optical? You just spit.
I spit on you.
Just a little. That's okay. Optical, is that what you mean?
I meant optical.
Well, and I don't know what the difference is. I couldn't tell you.
Whatever. Later that day, we went to the launch party for the supplements, and that was really fun.
That was so fun. That was like a cool experience. I feel like for me, because that was more like esthetician kind of related, you know? And so I was kind of nerding out. What is he, a scientist or a biochemist? Yeah, he was so nice. And
yeah,
very, like, he's like a cute little guy. And he got up there in his speech just to hear him talk about these supplements and how much like time that they've put into this. I mean, this has been like years in the making of them releasing these supplements, so that was really cool. And then Jillian, the esthetician that we were with, also got to get up and give a speech, which was amazing. She killed it. I could never, but she rocked it, so that was really cool for me.
Yeah, right. You did that thing with TV.
Well,
Why do I keep doing that? I did that yesterday while we were live too.
just TV.
We. Yes, I feel like you are going to be an ambassador next year.
I mean, I'm going to tell all my clients to vote for me.
Like, you bitches.
Vote me up.
You bitches better vote. Vote for Makalie. We can make signs.
Oh my God, it's like a campaign, like when you were in elementary school and you were trying to be the treasurer or whatever.
Yeah. Did you ever do that?
Yeah,
You did?
I did.
Did you?
No, I did not win.
You didn't?
No.
What did you want? What were you going for? Treasurer?
You know, I don't know. I was never like the smart kid at school, so I feel like I ran just for the cool aspect of it, and smart kids always won. Because obviously you want someone very like, you know, good with academics to be running your... Anyways, Oakland, my daughter, my 10-year-old told me recently that she wants to run for class president, so that's going to be so cute.
Oh, you're going to be like, vote for
I
Oaks.
already had idea. I'm like, can I make you like fake print out money, like pink dollar bills that say like vote Oakland for whatever, and put her face on them and pass those out?
Vote Oak.
Yeah. And she was like, that's stupid. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Acid reflux. Our time. Okay, the launch party.
Mhm.
And then we skirted off and we went to dinner at a French restaurant that was very fancy.
We don't even know how to pronounce it. That's very good. They had oysters. those oysters, like on the half shell raw oysters. I don't know. Some people don't like that. I don't know. But they were really good. The drinks were good. And it was just really fun to kind of mingle with the other people that we were there with. And that was probably one of my favorite things was that dinner. That was really fun.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go. And then last minute, they were like, do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, I want to come. That sounds fun.
La bibliothèque. And then we went to the hotel. And then we watched music videos.
Oh, my gosh.
Until midnight.
Yep. We sure did.
We were like, okay, after seeing this whole production with this thing we did today, can you imagine a music video or a movie?
No.
We did. Okay, so to put it in perspective, we were with that production company from like 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. That's for a 60-second video.
Oh my God. Could you imagine a whole music video, 3 minutes and 30 seconds? That shit would take days.
I would die.
If not weeks.
I would die.
If not months. I don't know.
I'm sorry. That just... It wouldn't be okay.
Alexi showed me her bae, Lane Staley.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I have a weird fetish for Lane Staley. And I can say this because he's dead.
And scrawny looking men that look like they're on crack.
Yeah. Riley's the exception to that.
Yeah, well, except for Daddy Riley.
At one point, Riley did look like he was on crack.
He was sick, okay? Give him a break.
I know, but I was like, damn, Daddy. Like, I don't think Riley realizes skinny is one of his words that he doesn't like because he like doesn't want to be skinny. But I'm like, but that turns me on.
Like, why not though?
I like the skinny men. First, I don't understand what it is either. Like, why a tall, skinny, like heroined out looking grungy man? What about that is like,
I don't know. I get it, but I feel like we have total opposite tastes in men. I'm like into the dad bods. I'll take a mullet or something. I mean, this little rough around the edges, not necessarily homeless looking, but maybe borderline.
Like you might live in your van with your dog.
Yeah, I'm like
and like travel the world and hike and shit. But then also you drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, I love that.
And you cook on the fire.
Yeah, yes, it's giving Brady.
It's literally giving your husband. But I do want to clarify that Riley is my type through and through. You should see our personalities together. Just watch the last episode.
Literally.
I feel like he's my personality flame. We both have a June 11th birthday.
That is wild to me.
Oh, and the guy I dated before Riley
also
had a June 11th birthday.
That's right.
And then the guy that I dated before them two had a July 11th birthday. So I think I have something for the 11s.
Something's going on.
Something's wrong. Something is very wrong. Okay, back to what we were doing. What were we talking about? Oh, I think we're on day 3 now, like the last day of the brand trip.
Yeah.
Because we went to dinner at... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, it's giving GI issues.
What did we do day 3? Or after dinner, what did we do? We just went back to the hotel and went to bed?
And we watched music videos.
That's right.
And then we watched this movie, Rockstar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we watched clips of it on YouTube because we weren't cool enough to...
We couldn't find it.
Yeah, so stupid. Like, why? Why not?
I don't know.
Why aren't all movies free at this rate? Like, pay a price to put it on YouTube and, like, leave it that way.
Remember Netflix? Are you old enough to know that Netflix used to be in DVDs mailed to you?
Okay, I did the Redbox, though.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of Albertsons.
Maybe I am thinking of Redbox.
Did you?
Netflix was on.
And you had to go like return them, and then if you didn't return them long enough, and then they charge you like $18. You're like, fine, it's yours now, bitch.
Yeah, seriously, whatever.
You can have this movie. Okay, so day 3, we had to get up pretty early, so we were a little bit tired, I think, the next morning because we stayed up till midnight and we were already jet lagged. But we got up and did a wellness event. So at the wellness event, I went out. Makalie and Jillian stayed inside and waited for us, but we went out full body meditation where we laid on a yoga mat in the side yard thing and thought about like from essentially head to toe.
And you guys just faced reality.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so cute because the facilitator mentioned 3 times, like she threw in face reality 3 times. She's like, and it's time to face reality, which is who we were there on the brand trip with. I was like, oh, you're clever. This is funny.
She's like, they love it.
And I swear I started hallucinating or something because I'm like laying there on the grass and then I'm like looking at the palm trees and they're the ones that have the leaves that are like this. And so they're all swaying in the wind and I'm like, Am I tripping out right now?
You got hypnotized.
A breakfast thing, and then you gave facials to some of the editors, and then me.
We both had like 4.
Was that? Is it exhausting? Like,
not when they're 15 minutes long. When I do 10 of them that are an hour long in a day, yes.
Really?
By the end of the day, I'm like, okay, back hurts, everything hurts.
Ooh, so we want to be like more first in the day.
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like I hold my professionalism through, but then when I get in my car, I'm just like, I need a drink.
Give me that. Shouts up. This is the first drink I've had since Florida, and you'll find out why.
It's giving sober.
It's giving sober Sally.
Sober
It's
queen.
giving. This is the only one that I will have. Oh my God! Wait, the bathroom before my facial. I feel like that was so funny. We can talk about it, especially now, given I farted on the internet. It's worse. Let's just keep going. How bad can we make it?
It was so funny. Like, I don't know what made it funny even, but I was in my hotel room by myself and I could not stop laughing. It was one of those things, when you can't stop laughing and then you're like, okay, I'm done. And then I would like try to brush my teeth and I would just start cracking up again because it was so funny.
Okay, well,
I forgot what you even said. You went to the bathroom.
I said I have diarrhea.
And I said, from what? And she goes, life. And that was funny in itself. And then when we got back up to the room, then I, of course, got a case of the Big D. So I was like, what's going on?
She texted me. She's like, I have diarrhea now. Are we sick? And come to find out, towards the end of the story, we were. We were sick. So anyway, that was funny.
Sick in the head.
So then we were like, let's just go get a coffee. So we went to the bar and got an espresso martini.
Oh, yeah. Coffee and alcohol in one. So we're like, it's already like past noon. We might as well get started. But we hadn't had coffee yet, so might as well just.
No, it was not past noon. We had to be in the lobby at 12:15 to go to the conference, remember?
That's right.
So, so we got our coffee at like 10:30.
Okay, well, to us. Oh, even earlier. That's terrible.
To us, it was 7:30 a.m.
So it's like perfectly fine.
The goal being down there was to mingle with people. Like, we didn't want to just sit in our rooms and like not do anything. Like, we wanted to be put ourselves in the proximity of wealth and like talk to people, understand what they do, like their mindsets, how they live their lives. Like, we truly were like, okay, we're gonna network as much as we can, and what better way to do that than at the bar? That's where everyone else goes to talk, right?
Honestly, I feel like you meet some of the best people at the bar. Maybe not people to like
marry.
Yeah, but like, but old people
who are on vacation.
Walks of life.
The hotel bars are the cool bars because people are there on business and they're like, I don't want to just sit in my room. I'm just gonna go down to the bar and like get some lunch and then have a drink and then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, and I feel like that's why we were there. Yeah. I'm just justifying it, honestly, but whatever. Then we went to what's that conference called? It's a lot of letters.
Oh, IECSC. I don't know why they named it that. International something, but that's what we went to.
Wait, International Aesthetics Cosmetic Spa
Cosmetics.
Fuck.
What's the E? Aesthetics.
Aesthetics Cosmetics.
Whatever.
That one thing we put our face in that takes a picture.
They had like no one's gonna know what this is, but there's something in the aesthetic world called a Vizia, and it is a skin analysis machine. So you put your face into it and it takes a bunch of photos of your skin, and then you can proceed to look at your UV damage, your wrinkles, like anything you want to see on the skin, sun damage, photo damage, and then you can there's a thing, I don't think this one did it, but you can age yourself. And so it'll show you what you will age like in 10 years. Anyways, they had like a knockoff version of one of these at the trade show. We put our faces into that, and it was humbling, to say the least.
42.
I think I got 39. Sorry, bitch. And I'm older than you.
I know. I put my face in there, and I was like 40 fucking 2.
We definitely look older than you, though, so I don't know why that would even be a thing.
I don't think so. We continue walking down the aisle, and some guy from another booth's like, how's it going? And I'm like, horrible. It's horrible. I just told him double my age almost.
Oh my God.
It was so humbling. So then we went over to the Face Reality booth, which in my opinion, and I'm not even just saying this because we were there with them, but they had the cleanest booth. Yeah. Like all white
with lights. Like theirs was lit up. It had like, did it have a screen?
Yeah.
I feel like there was like a screen.
There was a couple screens, and then I think there was like the logo was the backdrop was lit
up. It was really cute.
It was lit.
Very well done.
Yeah, and then Savannah Boda was there, the Dallas esthetician, which I know there was a line of people to like take pictures and whatnot. So that was cool for her and Face Reality. Honestly, everybody that we met from Face Reality was so cool.
So nice.
Like, you could just tell it was a big family. Like first night, one thing we failed to mention is we are getting in the elevator to go down to dinner. Like, nobody really knew each other at this rate. And this man gets in the elevator and he just gets in and stands there quietly, but he looks happy. And the guy looks at us. He's like, "Are you here with Face Reality?" And we're like, "Yeah, are you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Jeremy." And I'm like, "Just the CEO," casually. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm the CEO." Like,
He was so nice.
He was so nonchalant about it. He wasn't like cocky or anything. Like, he was just like such a down to earth, good people.
Very nice. And I love when we were at the trade show and you asked, you're like, "Is he always this happy?" Because he literally just smiles. Like, he just stands there and was smiling. And one of his like staff members, she's like, "He's pretty much like a golden retriever." I'm like, that is such a cute like way to put it. Like,
he is though.
Yeah, he just seems really nice. And then everyone that we met was just so kind, so nice, so down to earth. Like, people that you would want to go get drinks with after work if you worked with them.
Yeah, and we did after the final night. So after the trade show, we had like 6 hours.
We walked to the beach, which was a mistake because it was 88 fucking degrees and about 80% humidity.
Oh my gosh, our upper lip was sweating within 5 minutes.
We got like 2 blocks, and I was like, I think I've seen what I needed to see. What else did we do? Like, how come I can't even remember what I did yesterday? So that's giving dementia for me. Geriatric. That is something we picked up on the trip. It's giving. Everything was giving, and now my husband's pissed.
No, but here's why, because
I don't even know how
I told you I did a brand deal where I had to do something really awkward where I was like, "It's giving Zit Kella." It's giving da da da, and I kept saying, like, I had to keep doing this like fucking voiceover thing where I'm like, "It's giving," and it was just so awkward and uncomfortable. And so we just kept saying, "It's giving." Everything was giving. And so now it's just a thing. It's giving.
Oh yeah, and now that I've been doing that since we've been back, my husband's like, "Can you shut up?" Like,
it's giving loser.
Yeah. Like,
it's giving no
asshole.
Sense of humor.
I said something to him yesterday about it's giving, and he just looked at me and like shook his head. I was like,
"It's giving loose neck."
What does that mean?
Last part of this before we get to the real story that everybody wants to fucking hear.
If you've made it this far, congrats.
Yeah, if you made it this far, you're welcome. It's going to get good here in a second. We go to the brand dinner, which was, well, they had cocktail hour before, which was so pretty. And they had like past hors d'oeuvres and these signature cocktails.
Oh my God, it looked like someone's wedding.
It was amazing. And it was so intimate too,
Yeah.
which I really liked. It wasn't like this huge brand trip. It was like a few editors, a couple influencers, the Face Reality team, the PR team, some estheticians. And it was so intimate. It was amazing because you really got to know everybody.
Yeah, it was good. It was literally beautiful. Like, it looked like someone's wedding. Yeah, they had like greenery all down the table. There was like, yeah, we had our little cards with our names on it, and it was just really cute. Very thoughtful, very well thought.
I had a Chilean sea bass, and then Makalie had the beef tenderloin. So we cut them in halvesies and like shared each other's plate, which was perfect because then we got our beef in, and and our sea bass.
That was good. I should have got that.
Oh my God. I switched it last minute and I'm glad I did.
I should have.
I told Riley when I got home, I was like, sea bass was a good option, hon.
It was better.
It was good.
Really good.
We had a little cocktail hour afterward. We literally shut the bar down. We were the last people there. Me, Makalie, and Chloe, the nutritionist, who she's amazing. Hi, Chloe. If you're watching this, we love you. So me, Mac, and Chloe went to...
So funny.
I think this is where our demise started.
Literally, because we knew that we were kind of off the clock. Like, at that point, we were like, we've done all the things that we were on schedule, like an itinerary.
Yeah, like we said goodbye to everybody's safe flight home. And then we're like, all right, we can sleep in tomorrow. Let's stay up till 3 a.m.
Yeah, singing karaoke in the lobby because nothing else on Palm Beach was open. It's a sleepy little town. And I think the curfew is like 10 p.m.
That was so disappointing. We like... shut down the bar outside
at 10 p.m. And then we went to the front desk and we're like, "Hi, excuse me, is there anywhere that we can get drinks on the island? Like any fun little bars or anything?" And the lady was like, "Nope." She was pissed. She was like, nope, everything's closed. She's like, you have to go to West Palm Beach to do that, which was like a 20-minute drive, I feel like.
I'm like, the circuit doesn't go. Actually, the circuit was closed. The circuit's like a little golf cart that'll take you around for cheap.
Everything was closed.
Yeah, everything was fucking closed.
Not even a fucking gas station. Literally. Like, you had to go to West Palm Beach to do anything.
So Mac DoorDashed 2 bottles of champagne
From West Palm Beach.
And the guy who kicked us out of the bar, he was like, you can go sit in the hotel lobby. It's a little living room. We're like, say less. We're going to order champagne and sit in the lobby. So we're sitting there waiting, and then these 2 random guys walk in.
Older dudes. They were like, let's go to the bar, the hotel bar. And we were like, it's closed. Like, hello.
Stupid.
Nothing's open. And so they were like, well, what are we going to do then? They were like, maybe we'll walk to a bar down the street. I'm like, you can't. The lady literally just told us nothing's open. And so they're like, well, what the hell? And so then she was like, we got DoorDash champagne. Or maybe I don't know who said it. And they were like, all right, hey, yeah, we have nothing better to do.
So they sat in the lobby with us, and then we literally yelled about politics for 2 hours.
We got into a 2-hour-long debate, which, if you know me, that is my worst, least interested topic ever, politics. I'm like, I maybe piped in 2 things. All I said was, if the elections are rigged, why are we even talking about this? That was my 2 cents.
Well, okay, so what it was is we were talking about American versus Canadian politics. And so that, I think there was like I think at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing, but they just have different modes of getting there. So it was just interesting to have like a conversation where nobody was like pissed or heated. I guess I say heated because it did get a little bit like, you know, I feel like when
it always does.
But I feel like nobody was like mad. Nobody like got up and stormed out. Like everybody kept it very respectful.
But it was so boring. I kept saying, I'm like, can we do something else?
Like, no, we just got to finish this point.
I'm like literally sitting there like, please, anything but this.
Let's go. God. So eventually after that, I don't know, was it you that turned music on?
Because I was like, this is bullshit. It's going on 2.5 hours now. So I forget what happened. I brought up something. Oh, we said how we watched like Pearl Jam and Nirvana music videos the night before. Mm-hmm. And the guys were like, oh, we love Pearl Jam and Nirvana. And so, of course, I'm like, well, let's turn it on. So I put it on my phone, which turned into an absolute karaoke battle between Lexi and this other guy. What was his name?
Max.
You kept calling him Jeremy. You were like, so Jeremy. I was like, I don't think that's his name.
I always call people by their wrong name and tell people my wrong name purposely.
Don't even get me started on that. Portia. Giving Portia.
I was sitting across the table from a writer, and we hit it off. She was such a hoot, Marcy. And
at the dinner.
Yeah, and then she was like, oh, my boyfriend's coming here. And so when I met him, I was like, I'm Judith. And then she was like, Judith.
God.
I like to keep it fun. It is
fun.
The wig.
My
fake names.
I have realized that weekend that my favorite thing to do is when I'm drinking at the bar is lie. I literally will tell people that I'm 42 years old, and it's the best because then they're like, you look amazing. Like, what do you do for your skin? You're 42. I'm 30, by the way. Unfortunately, you want to be 42?
No,
but I don't want to be 30 either. I want to be 22. But I would tell people that I'm 42. The list goes on. I told them my name is Portia. I mean, be for real. Like, what? And also that I work for the FBI. It's a safety thing.
Yeah, we just wanted people to be afraid of her.
Yeah, because, you know, when you're out and, like, people start talking to you, or especially getting into an Uber, it's like, this could not even be an Uber. And this guy could just, we don't know where the fuck we're at in Florida. We've never been here. He could just be taking us the entire wrong way, and we're just in the back, like, ha, ha, ha. We have no idea. So I always get in and I always like interrogate the driver. Like, I'm like, so what do you do? How many kids do you have? Who's your wife? Where do you live? And then when they answer, then they ask me, they're like, oh, well, are you guys from here? And I always am like, nope, we're here on a work trip. We work for the FBI. And I don't know if actually impersonating an officer is illegal. So no one come for me.
That's why I said we're doing it for safety reasons.
Yeah.
It's like saying I'm a cop. You're not, I don't know if you have to be like.
I don't think it's recommended. I don't think it's.
Well,
but
listen, please forgive us.
For we have sinned.
Okay, so now let's get into the real shit.
Okay, so the karaoke in the lobby was the funniest fucking thing I've ever witnessed.
Was it?
Oh my god, that guy Max. If this somehow ever got to Max,
We should send him an email because he gave us his business card.
Yeah,
Be like,
it was
here
the
you go.
funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, so this whole hotel is sleeping, right? Like dead asleep.
It's 3 a.m.
There wasn't another person in sight. Like, we were the only ones alive in that hotel. And this guy, and it's a small hotel, like
It's like a boutique
hotel. Yeah, very small. I put the phone on, the music, and he's like, oh, I used to get down to some karaoke to this. I'm like, well, let's hear it. He would pipe it at the top of his lungs. Like, I'm dead ass. I bet you the top floor could hear him. And then the hotel front desk lady would be like, hey, sir. No. Like, she'd be like, take it down a notch. Not in here. But it was so damn funny. Like, he was so loud. And I think he thought he was being quiet, but he was like, yeah.
Jeremy spoken. Class today. He's like,
no, he was like octave 10. Like, he was really
like,
loud.
Mariah, Ariana, what are you doing here?
But they were nice guys. They were from California, and one moved to Nashville.
We're gonna fucking expose somebody.
They were really nice.
Oh my god, what if one of their wives watches this and is like,
That'd be fine.
What if they were like, they're not supposed to be in Florida?
Oh, well, we probably shouldn't say where they came from. So we go up the freaking elevator, and this guy is riding up the elevator with us. Only one of them, because we lost the other one like an hour ago because he was like 50 and being responsible and a good, decent human being.
Yeah.
We proceeded to stay up. So we're going up the elevator. It's like 3:15 or something a.m. And we're like, it was so nice to meet you. Like, you're so fun. Have a great life. Like, whatever. And then we get off the elevator, and he does that voice. Do it again.
Jeremy.
He literally belts his karaoke out again.
His Pearl Jam.
And we're getting off on our floor, and it was so loud. And so I'm like, oh my God, like, fuck. So we get off, and like, she goes towards her room, which was down one hallway. I go down the other hallway. I'm like, good night, love you, bye. I get to my door, and I'm like putting my room key in, and this fucking Karen, absolute Karen, opens the door of her hotel room in her silk pajamas, and she says, ladies, no, it is 3 a.m. and you need to go to bed. And I said, that wasn't even us. I said, that was someone on the elevator, like this guy singing. And she goes, I don't care. Time for bed. And I said, okay, well, good thing you don't own the hotel. And then she said, fuck you, and slammed her door. I was like, oh.
But it's almost like she was waiting at the door.
Yeah,
because who the fuck jumps out of bed that quick?
Oh, she fucking sprung out of bed.
She's like, I'm sprung.
I feel like that's the type of person that just waits for some type of confrontation, and then she
She's
just
a
like
Karen.
jumps on it. Literally, that's why I said absolute
Did her hair
Karen.
look like that?
I don't even remember what her hair looks like, to be honest.
Well, then I ran over. I was like, what happened? Because I'm over in La La Land. I'm like, wait, did someone? Because all I heard was like, do you own this hotel or whatever you said?
Good thing you don't own the hotel.
Yeah, and I was like, wait.
And the funniest part about it, she yelled at me. I'm probably the quietest person in the group, like out of the you and like those guys and the people that we were with. I think I say the least. And the fact that she yelled at me, I was like, I didn't even fucking say anything. I wasn't singing. I didn't do any karaoke.
I didn't even put out one bell.
I was just playing the music. Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
I didn't pipe anything, hon.
She was wild.
She's like, I'm just part of the band.
Yeah, hey, what? I'm with the band. Oh my God. But then we went straight to bed because that was way too late for us.
That was bad. That was really bad. So then the next morning we get up. It's 10:30 and I'm like, I cannot physically check out of here by 11. Like so I called downstairs. First of all, my phone in my room was broken twice. I don't know how. So I had to call from my fucking cell phone and then be like, hi, call reservations. Hi.
It's room 305.
I'm staying here right now. My phone's broken, but can I get late checkout? And they're like, well, what time? And I'm like, well, our car comes at 4 p.m. And they're like, well, we can do 3. Okay, perfect. We're like, let's go to breakfast.
We got green juice.
Green juice and a Bloody Mary. Did we get Bloody Mary?
Michelada. Red beer.
Yeah, we're like, hair of the dog. You know, like this is our last day. Like, let's explore Palm Beach.
Well, yeah, we wanted to like enjoy. That was like the only day, full day kind of, that we had there that we didn't have like a schedule yet. Mm-hmm. So we were like, let's try to get as much out of it as we can.
Yeah. And so the food at the Swifties restaurant at the Colony Hotel in Palm Beach, so good. Our server, who was that? What was his name? Do you remember? Was it
Carlos?
I'm like, was it Jeremy? Rocco? No.
What's Rocco's tacos?
Juan.
Okay.
No.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't, even if you said it, I wouldn't remember.
Okay. Good to know. I had to check out at 3. So then at 3 o'clock, we go downstairs and we're like, Brandon, where is the best place we can go and get gelato? And he's like, 3 blocks down. So we walk our ass 3 blocks down. That's the most we saw Palm Beach, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We were networking so much.
Besides the actual beach that we saw for 5 minutes.
Gelato and the beach. And then whatever the Uber ride, wherever that took us.
When we walked to Gelato, we were like, maybe we'll do a little shopping while we're down here. It's giving broke. It was like Versace, Valentino. We're like, oh, okay.
We're window shoppers.
Yeah, we're just looking.
We're just looking out the window. We're poor. Can't afford that. Oh my God. Walk in there. Oh my God, I love that. Not to mention we probably look like trolls.
Oh yeah. We didn't fit in at all.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
We were in our like airplane clothes to go home.
Mm-hmm. Because we had the way we packed, we had one giant ass checked bag, and then we just had whatever we needed for the flight in a carry-on. Get back to the hotel. We're sitting around waiting for our ride, and then I strike up a conversation with Brandon about champagne.
Your bae.
I'm asking him, how old are you? What do you do? Like, just trying to understand him more. And then somehow I finessed them to give us a bottle of champagne for the road for the 15-minute drive to the airport. Do you guys
just want to take a bottle for the road for the car to the airport? And we're not going to say no.
I'm like, are you serious?
We'll take a bottle.
Yeah. So he puts it in this little burlap bag, which I was actually going to bring. I still have it. I'm like, I don't know
I like
why.
how it wasn't even a brown paper bag. It was like actual linen. It was like nice. Like, like he's like, this is a fancy paper bag.
And they like popped it for us. And then we literally like.
We were chugging. We had 15 minutes.
Yeah. We had 15 minutes to drink
like
as much champagne as possible.
Just.
Like, we're not going to buy drinks at the airport. So we get to the airport in record time. And we're like, we have so much time. Like, so much time.
We had 2.5 hours. TSA was a breeze.
Oh, but before that, we go check our bags in, and the nice lady, was her name Rocco?
That's Rocco's Tacos. No, her name was Floor.
Oh.
And you kept calling her Flora. I'm like, bitch, that's not her name. You said it like 100 times. You're like, Flora? I'm like, it's Floor still?
You know me and my names. She checks us in. She's like, do you want me to print a boarding pass? And I'm like, yes.
Probably should.
Yeah. So she prints us our fucking boarding pass.
Where were those? Did I have one?
No. I don't know.
I've been telling everyone it's your fault because you had the digital ones on your phone.
No, it was my fault 100%.
No, it wasn't. I was there too. I'm the older one. I should have been like, can I get a copy? Anyways, okay, keep going.
So she checks us in, prints our boarding passes, and we're like, great, we have so much time.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours of time. So we're like before we even go through TSA, we're at like we're shopping at the little Starbucks out there, and then
the gift shop. We're like, we'll get our kids some stuff. I freaking dropped my wallet, and when I tell you the entire contents and every single item.
No, that was at the gift shop inside after we got through TSA. We went to 3 gift shops.
Oh, we went to a gift shop before TSA? Where the fuck was I?
That was where we got the draw animals. Like, you draw on them.
Sure, I think those all came from the same gift shop.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well,
those were the ones right outside of Starbucks.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
So then we buy all the shit for our kids, go down the escalator, go through TSA, was a breeze. So mind you, I have my big carry-on like shoulder bag that has my laptop and it's fucking heavy.
After the TSA and that gift shop, I think I spent $266.
Fucking not.
I did.
266. I got the sweatshirt in the gift shop too after we got through TSA.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one after. Are we still on the one before? Sorry.
Oh no. Did you get one at the one after?
I don't know. We were drunk when we got there. Let's be honest.
Well, that's the first of our demise. Get all of these things, and we haven't even looked at the fucking time. We walk right by our fucking gate. We're like, oh, it's there. So then we go to the bar. We're like, let's just kill time here, because what are we going to do? Just sit at the gate?
Which is 20 steps away from the gate, mind you, the bar. It was like kitty corner to the gate, like right here, and then the gate's right here, like right there.
So we're sitting at the bar. To one side of me, we strike up a conversation. Evidently, this nice couple the man is the one who created the glue that you stick the paper on the Monopoly board,
Yeah.
like the adhesive for the Monopoly board paper onto the board.
They're from Boston.
And then the people to Makalie's left were also from Boston.
Nicest lady. So
Yeah.
nice. They were like in their 70s. They're snowbirds. So I was talking about them and their grandkids and their kids and what they did for work and, you know, just living our best life.
It was really something. And then all of a sudden she's like, okay, we gotta go. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like not even thinking anything of it.
It was like
probably
6 o'clock. I said, hey, what time did our plane board? And you said 6:19. I said, it's 6 o'clock. We should probably get going. So we said, can we get our tab, please? No rush. We'll take it when you're ready.
So then close out the tab.
Oh my God.
I'm FaceTiming Riley and I'm like, oh, we're about to get on the plane. And we get to our gate and it's empty. I'm like, oh my God, are we early? And then I'm like, okay, Riley, I gotta call you back. Hang up. The guy at the gate was like, are you Makalie Davis and Alexi McKinley?
No.
Where were you? You missed your flight.
No, we're not them. I was so embarrassed because I knew right when he said that, I was like, we're fucked.
Oh, no, he's like, you missed your flight. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're joking.
Like, can you page them? Can they circle back and pick us up?
No, he's like, the boarding doors are closed. They're already gone. Like, they've left. And we're like, are you
What?
fucking kidding me? I read the departure time as the boarding time on the printed out boarding passes that Flora gave us. And guess what? Flora arrived at the gate and she was like, you fucking missed your flight. She didn't say that, but she was like, you missed your flight.
I feel like she knew probably that was bound to happen.
That's why she printed our boarding pass in retrospect.
And then she was like, you dumb idiots. And the funny thing is we were joking the whole time at the airport because I dropped my wallet and like literally, I'm not joking, 1 million coins flew out, all my money, all my ones, like cards, ID, everything. And I was like, it's giving drunk at the airport. Like we were joking. We were like, it's giving like drunk at the airport.
We're like, haha, this is so funny.
So funny. And then we actually missed our flight and then it wasn't so funny.
Oh my gosh. So
that feeling too when they say you're like my heart like stopped. I was like, wait, what? We have kids. Can you get us a new one?
Yeah, we're like
right now?
Okay, well, like what's the next flight? Like we've never had this happen before. Like we were at the brink of like laughing and smiling because we were about to cry. We're like no, like this is a joke, you know, when you're like about to tear up, but you're like all you can do is laugh because you're fucked. So they're like, there's no flights out of here until tomorrow morning, and you wouldn't even be able to sit first class, or I don't know what it was.
There was nothing until tomorrow night, the next night.
Oh, from West Palm. Okay, because that's a smaller airport. So they're like, you can go to Fort Lauderdale, and
they give it 2 options: New York City or Fort Lauderdale.
I was like, we could hoof it around New York.
She was fucking ready. She was like, book us on the New York one. I'm like, wait, what? I'm not going to New York City. And then
that would have been really bad.
Well, because it was a night. We would have had to get a hotel in New York City and then fly from New York to Seattle the next morning. Or we could drive an hour and a half up north to Fort Lauderdale, spend the night in a little hotel, and then fly right out at 6 a.m. But we had a layover in Atlanta and then Seattle. So we chose the latter.
Yeah, and because they had 2 first class seats on there. Yeah. And they're like, oh, they're not sitting next to each other. And we're like, we'll figure it out. There's only 2 people per. Someone will switch. Yeah. So we were like, fine, fuck it. My husband was so mad at me.
Oh, we called our husbands right away. Mine, yeah.
Brady was laughing.
Oh, I know. I called my husband. I'm like, dude, you're never going to believe this. He's like, oh, I'm pretty sure he knew. And I'm like, we missed our fucking flight. And he literally just started laughing. And he said, you fucking idiots. That's what he said. You fucking idiots. And then he said, well, what are you going to do? I said, we have to go to Fort Lauderdale now. And then we'll fly out first thing in the morning. And I'll be home 12 hours later than I said I was going to be home in the first place. And he was like, that's not such a big deal, whatever. He's like, call me later.
My husband was like, you're a joke, because he had like been with the kids this whole time. He had work the next day scheduled. Like he was like, you really fucked up my plans for tomorrow. And so I'm like
pissed. He hung up on you too.
I'm calling my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law. I'm like, can one of you take our kids tomorrow? Like, I'm stuck in Florida. I missed my flight. It's giving embarrassing. It's giving 21 run. It's giving have never done this before.
Irresponsible idiot.
It's giving irresponsible idiot who's never flown a day in her life and doesn't know how to handle her alcohol. How embarrassing. But it gets worse.
It's so much worse.
It gets so much fucking worse.
Oh
and that's the
God.
Worst part. Yeah, we stomp our asses out to the parking lot. You find this guy who is an Uber driver, I guess?
He was like a shuttle service for the airport, but I was like, he's like, do you guys need a ride? And I said, yeah, we need to go to Fort Lauderdale. And he was like, oof, okay, well, he's like, get in, I can take you. I'm like, okay, how much is this gonna be? Just a nice $150 car ride.
Why didn't you Venmo me? Why didn't you make me pay for
I
that?
forgot about that. But
Okay, we'll put it in.
you bought the dinner today, so. Anyways, we go there. She's crying the whole way from.
I'm literally looking out the window like
contemplating her entire life.
Literally, I'm looking
She's
out
like
the
this.
window.
And I am just talking to this really sweet, nice Jamaican man. He was seriously the nicest guy. He said that he used to be the driver for Donald Trump, like back in the 90s. So I got to hear his whole story. That was cool. If you were tuned in, you would have really liked this conversation, but you were crying.
It's giving pussy.
No, he was not being very nice. It's okay, Daddy Riley. We still love you.
Yeah, we do. He made it up to me.
Oh my God.
But so we made it safe. Lee.
Yeah, we got a room at the Best Western. I kept saying the West
No,
Western.
it was the Holiday Inn
Oh,
Express.
whoops. Whatever.
We got-
Holiday Inn.
We got 2 like queen bed. Like it was nice accommodation.
Yeah.
It kind of smelled like bleach, but
Probably to cover something else.
so then we were like, let's go get dinner.
Yeah, we were starving at this point. She was finally past the sad phase of Riley being not so nice, and I feel like she was at the like fuck you phase. At that point she was like, let's go, like we'll get dinner, whatever, it's all good.
You girls know when you're in a fight
Yeah.
with your man, like there's stages of grief.
You first
you're like,
think you cry, and then
and then you're like, fuck you.
yeah. It's like, do me.
I'm a strong, independent woman, and you're not going to make me feel any type of way. Let's go get dinner. I'm having a drink. I even ordered a tequila shot.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, that's where I instantly knew that this was going downhill again. Because we already had margaritas, and then when I saw the tequila coming, I was like, oh fuck. Oh no.
Now people are like, oh, I see why you missed your flight.
Yeah, because you're literally just dumb.
You're just fucking dumb, drunk idiots.
But tequila shots.
It was vacation. Okay, moms know. When you go on vacation without kids, like you go on a girls trip, it's feral.
Yeah.
After you have kids, like, after you've gone to the point where your legs are spread eagle in stirrups, your vagina is spread as far as it possibly can, and there's a room full of people watching, you've lost all dignity at this point. When you go on a girls trip, a mom's weekend, you're flying off the rails. Tits are out. Well, not for me. I'm not
scaring all the potential mothers.
No, this should encourage you that life doesn't end after childhood.
I know. It doesn't. That's the thing. We talked about that after all these fucking shenanigans, and I said, is something wrong with us, or is it just because we're moms and we don't get out a lot?
I feel like
She was like, we're going to go with the latter.
I'm going to go with the latter, is that we don't get out a lot, even though I do get out a lot.
I don't.
You also have 3 kids, though. Like, I have 2, and I literally want to rip my hair out sometimes. Like, my stress levels are already,
Elevated.
high cortisol,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 is perfect for me. I'm like, the thought of having 3 I think it would end me.
There are some days I think it might.
But you manage it really well. You're a great mom.
Well, thank you. You're a great mom too.
Thank
you. About tequila shots.
Oh, so we ordered tequila shots at this bar. What is it? Rocco's Tacos.
Rocco's Tacos.
That's where Rocco's coming in.
Well, when we were in the Uber, we were like, we're kind of hungry. And the guy was like, you should go to Rocco's Tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. That's where everyone goes out. They have like $5 margaritas, good tacos. We're like, say less. Take us.
We're like,
take us there. We want to go there. So we went there. Got the tacos.
We got a mocha
we
head
did,
table.
Yeah,
we didn't even get fucking
yeah,
tacos.
What the fuck?
We're like, let's go get tacos. Can I get a mocha head table, please?
Yeah. But we got margaritas, we got tequila shots, and then by the time we were done with dinner and we paid the tab, we were like, oh my God, it's only like 11 o'clock. Like,
I thought it was not. No, it was 9.
No, we got to Fort Lauderdale at like almost 9.
Oh, fuck.
Because we missed our flight at
We're
6:19.
like,
it took an hour and a half to get up there.
We're like, now the timeline makes way more sense.
Way
They're
more
like,
sense.
Makalie was like, let's just go to one more bar. Maybe we both said it.
I was like, should we go back to the hotel and like get sleep, or should we go? Because we never been to Fort Lauderdale, and it was kind of like,
it was popping.
It was like a mini strip.
Yeah.
Not really like Vegas or anything like that, but like just a strip of really fun like restaurants, bars, shops. So I already had seen that in Uber, and we passed a lot of like really fun and like good looking bars and restaurants. So I was like, should we go to like one more place? Like, we've never been here.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, say less. Let's
go.
do it.
Let's go.
So we did it.
We went to this Kid Rock looking bar where we sat next to a guy who was dating a crazy gal.
Literally
and
so insane.
She like called him at least 10 times while we were sitting there.
78.
78 times
Yes,
while
he
we
had
were
it on
sitting
his
there.
phone. Yes. She was insane. And then he was showing us, well, okay. First of all, we got talking to this guy because he was sitting up at the bar and we were like, so what are you doing here? Like, why are you by yourself? Where are your friends? What's your story?
Why are you alone at a bar?
This is just what we do when we go out.
Yeah.
What's your story?
Yeah, tell us everything about you.
Yeah. And he was like, oh man, I'm kind of hiding from my like crazy girlfriend. He's like, I just broke up with her tonight and I had nowhere else to go. So I just came here for some drinks. So I'm instantly like, that is so sad. And also he said that she hit him. She was an abuser.
She was an abuser. Women can be abusers too.
Yeah. So we were talking to him. We were like, oh my God, like that's so messed up. We're so sorry. So anyways, we get into this whole conversation about him and his relationship and his throuple that he was in on OnlyFans, it turns out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Just the craziest shit. We can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
He gave us the whole rundown. But
my
meanwhile,
gosh.
this chick is literally blowing him up. Like when I say his text messages were like inches, if not feet long to scroll, it was insane. I was like, you have to block her. Anyways, we made really good friends with this guy. And then we look at the time like a little bit later and it's like 12:30, almost 1 a.m.
Honestly, my concept of time when I drink is horrible.
Mine too, especially with the time difference. I feel like that kind of like messed things up even more.
Oh, yeah, because we're like, okay.
It feels earlier than it is.
Like, it's only 9 o'clock.
In our, yeah, like at home, it's only like 9-10 o'clock. So it's just,
we literally shut this bar down.
yep. Well, because I looked at the time for the second time and I was like, dude, it's like 1 a.m. The shuttle comes at 4 or whatever. And so I'm like, at this point, if we get back to the hotel, it's going to be like 2 a.m. Do we sleep for an hour, hour and a half, risk the chance of missing our fucking alarms, which
At this
sounds
rate,
about
anything
right.
goes.
Or like waking up and feeling like shit. You know when you take like a little nap and you just feel super shitty.
I can't nap for that reason.
So I was like, let's just, like, what do we do? Do we go back, sleep for an hour and a half? And the people that we were talking to at the bar, the OnlyFans guy was like, no. He's like, you just have to power through.
We're like, great, we'll take any piece of advice we can get.
Perfect. Can I get another White Claw, please?
So we shut down that bar. Like the security's literally walk around. All right, we're shut down. Time to get out. Okay, all right. And so we walk out and we're like, okay, let's go to another one. Just one more.
Just one more.
Just one more.
Famous last words.
So we go in there. I didn't get a drink at that time.
I didn't think I got a drink either.
You had a White Claw.
Did I? Oh.
Yeah. But we had water. Did we have water?
I hope.
I think. So usually when I order drinks, I get a water with them. So I think I had water at that. I had water with dinner. I had water at the second bar. And then I only had water at the third bar. But it was still giving mouthy Stefani. That's my drunk alter ego. Like, well, she's mouthy and mean. Stefani talks shit. Stefani's an instigator.
Let's just say we got into another political debate. And this time I was actually like, I'm like, this guy, I'm not even going to get into like whose views or whatever, but
we're not telling you what we think.
We're not telling you who we vote for.
Yeah.
You got to pay for that.
Yeah, that's on our OnlyFans.
Yeah, subscribe to our OnlyFans and then we'll show you who we pay for, who we're voting for. I got into this debate with this man and this guy was just like so delusional.
Here's the thing. I asked him this question and this is where he lost me. I said, okay, Ron Jeremy. Let's just say that's his name.
What?
I don't know. He was raunchy.
He was giving Ron Jeremy
He
vibes.
was giving Ron Jeremy. But I'm like, do you genuinely believe that the American gov has your best interest in mind? Like, do you genuinely believe that they are doing what's best for you?
Bro, they're going to watch this. If you go missing tomorrow,
I said,
don't call me.
Do you actually believe your elected officials have your best interest in mind? And he said, I do. And I said, okay. Well, I think that says everything.
Summarizes your entire character, and we have to go.
So I just stereotyped this motherfucker. But honestly, like, I'm very strongly on the stance of like, if the government truly cared about our health, half the shit that's on the shelves would not be on the shelves.
No,
they would be teaching us how to take better care of ourselves and not just being like, oh,
well, yeah, and having our children's best interests at heart, which they don't. Like, yeah.
See, it's like scary for me to even get into that because I know that that's so real. Like, we're
not going to get into it.
Okay. So anyway, we
fought with this man.
We were like
for like another hour.
We're leaving. Like, we were like mad.
We said goodbye. Good luck with your life.
But That was also
Literally.
like 2 a.m. drunk,
Oh,
like
wasted.
like stupid. So we get back to the hotel.
Another Uber.
You got to send me that video of you ordering pizza. Did I Snapchat that to you?
Had to have, yeah, because you sent it to me.
Because I was like, I don't, honestly, when I first saw that, I was like, I don't even remember that video, where that came from.
I don't really even remember doing that. So,
but we tried to order pizza, attempted to order pizza at 3 a.m. because we got back right
DoorDash.
around them.
yeah, I was like, we were hungry again after because the tacos were like 6 hours later at this point.
Yes.
Because it was 3:30 in the morning, and I was like,
And
our
we're trying
shuttle's
to
gonna be here at 4.
pull an overnighter.
Yeah.
And we need to eat before we go to the airport.
Yes, we needed to eat before we went to the airport.
No,
this
we
is,
needed.
this is where we went wrong.
This is where you guys, it gets
We
worse.
ordered DoorDash pizza. I think it was like $50, and our shuttle came before it even arrived. So I got a phone call while we were at the airport, and the guy said, this is your DoorDash driver. I'm knocking outside your hotel room, but like no one's here. I'm like, just go ahead and eat it.
Eat it, pal.
We already left. Okay, we can't risk missing another flight over some fucking pizza.
No, but I think the pizza might have actually have saved my
It could have
life.
saved our lives, honestly. And I called the front desk at the hotel, 3:30 a.m. Ring, ring, ring. It's room 228. And I said, hi, if I was to order DoorDash pizza, which one do you think would be the best? And this is so funny because it aligns with my character so much. My husband makes fun of me because everywhere we go, I ask the waiter, what's your favorite thing on the menu? And he goes, here we fucking go. And so they tell me, they'll be like, oh, I really love the crab cakes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get those. Can I get the pasta or whatever it is? So anyways, I call the front desk. He's like, I don't know. Just like pick one.
Okay.
Thanks for the help.
Weird flags, but okay.
Yeah.
It's giving not helpful.
Not helpful at all. But anyways, we didn't even get the fucking pizza. Shuttle came. We got on it.
But we got to rewind a little bit. One sec. Because after that, I started closing my eyes. Makalie's like, you can't close your eyes.
Oh my God. She was trying to take a nap.
She's like, you can't close your eyes. I'm like, I'm going to die if I don't. I have my alarm set for like 3 something.
Yes.
And when that alarm went off, I was like, I feel dead.
I feel like you just shouldn't have fallen asleep.
Yeah. I think that my body was like hit a REM cycle,
That
and
did
then
you dirty.
not having pizza, the REM cycle,
20-minute nap.
the 20-minute nap at 3 a.m. So then we get up, we're like waiting in the lobby, and I'm kind of feeling dizzy at this point. And this nice farmer man, where was he from?
Oklahoma.
He had like the sweetest, like,
He was so nice. He used to drive tour bus or like the semi trucks for Taylor Swift, right?
I honestly, I feel like I was tuned out.
You
that
weren't
one.
there, hun.
No,
Taylor Swift, and he said
wasn't
for
there.
like some of the professional soccer teams, like he transports equipment and whatever. So that he was really nice, really cool.
He was so nice.
And then this other older couple got on, and we were like, "Welcome to the party bus," and they were pissed. They were like, "Oh my!"
They're like,
fucking
it's
God.
4 a.m., bitches.
It's too early for this.
So we get through TSA at Fort Lauderdale. It was perfectly fine. And then we get to our gate. Like, I could not get to our gate fast enough. Literally, the entire time waiting for our flight. I'm like
Oh
this.
my-
Can you see me on the screen like this?
Kind of.
I was literally like hunched over, falling asleep like that until our flight came. Somehow, by the grace of God, I woke up when they were boarding, got on the plane. We are sitting first class, like on the very first row.
First class with no class.
First, I know. The pout in your lip. That's how I feel. That's
It was
honestly
sad. I'm like, this is embarrassing.
no. I'm embarrassed. That's why I didn't drink for. That's why
This is your first.
it's my first and last.
Maybe I'm just a bad influence.
I know. I'm a bad. I think we are those friends who are just so like don't give a fuck.
Can't be trusted.
Fun. No, don't say that, Brady. And rather gonna watch this and be like, no, you said it yourself.
Well, not with anything weird.
Yeah. No, it's just we like to have a good time. Mom's night out, remember? So we get to the airport, get on the plane. I'm literally dying. Like, I cannot wait to take off so I can go to the bathroom and vomit because I'm just at, like, I don't know what happened. Like, this is the point where Makalie's like, yeah, we're sick. You're sick. You know, this whole time we're asking, like, are we sick? And yeah, this point I got sick. Luckily, they had these little barf bags in the little thing in front of your seat. And I thought I was being so discreet. Like, my hair was down. I was turned this way. Makalie's in the window seat, and I'm, like, barfing in there. The flight attendant immediately comes up to me, and she's like, do you need a bigger bag? this was supposed to be a secret.
Dude, I was sleeping the whole time. I didn't even know that you were throwing up till I woke up.
Then there was this guy on the aisle seat next to me, and he wanted to chit chat the whole fucking flight.
God, he was annoying.
And I finally get to a point where I'm like, okay, if I sleep, like I was starting to like doze off a little bit, and it felt good. This motherfucker, hey,
Yeah, you have nice legs.
he's like, I'm bored. Wake up, entertain me. And I'm like, okay, hold on. And then I'm like, I literally, he wakes me up and I barf. Like, if my body's not sending that signal straight. Then he starts commenting on nice legs. Like, my legs are fucking hairy. They're sitting out. Like, I'm like dying in this
Oh my
seat. This
God.
was the longest hour, 45-minute flight I've ever had. We get to Atlanta. We have to hoof it around the entire fucking
Dude, that
airport.
felt like miles. We had to take a train and everything. I was like, oh.
4 flights of escalators, a train.
At that point, I was feeling sick.
Oh my
She
gosh.
looked at me. I had to buy anti-nausea medication for my little buddy here, Dramamine, and she looks at me and she goes, "You're looking kind of pale." I said, "Don't say that, please." I'm like, I'm gonna do it too.
No, but I had nothing to puke up. Like, literally, I had nothing. Even when on the plane, it was just
I don't
like
know. You were
liquid.
sick or something.
No, I know, but like, where'd the molcajete bowl go? Where'd any of that shit go? Because I didn't poop or anything.
The alcohol probably just dissolved everything in all the contents.
Yeah. So we are, we told you this is a really long hike to our gate. It's literally at the very end of a terminal, the very end. And we're walking, and like, we've stopped at every bathroom that we could possibly stop at to like diarrhea or vomit or like gag in the toilet. Like, this, like, honestly, traveling hungover is the absolute worst.
You really don't recommend
It's
it.
the worst. So I knew that like I'm just dry heaving at this point. So we're walking, and I'm like, in my fucking sleep, I'm like, huh?
Dude.
Kaylee's like, take my fucking bag.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking walk over here. I'm like, you walk by yourself.
This fucking
I don't know her.
This crazy ass is fucking vomiting in her sleeve. Trying to. I literally was like, it was so embarrassing. Like, honestly, it's giving never drinking again. But we get to our gate, and then I'm vomiting in a bag, and Makaylee's like, do you want to go to the bathroom? I'm like, no. I am not getting up.
I was like, shouldn't you like get up and go to the bathroom to do that?
No. Flight. This felt like the longest flight in the entire world. Ginger
It
ale.
was fucking long. It was like 5.5 hours.
But
I'm like,
I didn't puke on that one.
Yeah, you did. You were looking better. You got your coloring back.
Oh my God. So in first class, they give you food. And like, how embarrassing is this? Like, it's literally giving never drinking again, except.
Am I allowed to get up?
Yeah.
I have to barf.
Are you shitting? She's fucking shitting. She's lying. She's shitting her pants. Oh my God, I can smell it. I'm not drinking another one. I'm not. No, I almost put this back and got a seltzer water, but I'm drinking it because it was Alani and I wanted to try it. I've always seen this shit on the internet. But that last plane ride, I pulled it together, guys. It was the longest fucking flight of my entire life. Makaylee slept the whole time. It was amazing for her.
Yeah.
The flight attendant comes and she's like, what do you want to eat? Or I was like, what do you have? And she said, some curry thing. And then she's like, I have a salad and I have this. I was like, okay, I'll take a salad. I think I could stomach that. She wakes me up, puts down this fucking 5-course, like, there's a dessert. The salad was like roasted vegetables and all this other shit. And I'm like, I wait, and I'm like, can you please take this back? I'm like, my stomach's on the fritz, kind of. And I'm like,
Did you say that? My stomach's on the fritz. I actually don't want this. Thank you.
yeah. And I was like, I haven't even touched it. And she was like,
Ugh.
okay. And then she took it, but I was like, I felt so bad. That was the longest fucking flight.
Dude, so long. I immediately, though, when she was like, do you want any food? I was like, no. I think it would honestly bounce right back up. Like,
how did you not throw, like, honestly, I think I was sick at some rate.
you were drinking gin and tonics when we were out at the bars. I had switched to White Claws, and I feel like White Claws are really hard to get wasted on. I mean, I was definitely drunk, but I don't know.
It was probably, were they double gin and tonics?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I guess I should have been paying better attention.
No, I'm like, did I get drugged? No. It was just, It was bad. It was just, we were just like having so much fun. We're like, fuck it. This is like the worst thing that could happen. Well, not the worst, but
I mean, the plane could have gone down.
yeah. I mean, it was shitty. Like we
kissed the ground in Seattle when we touched down, pretty much.
Yeah, and
we
it
were
smelled like piss.
yeah.
And then waited for our flight. Excuse me, it's the GI issues. We waited for our car to come. Like we really fucked everything up. Like the brand trip was so beautiful. Face Reality did everything for us, and then it really was giving like
we had one free day, and we got an inch and we took a mile. We fucking ran with it.
Yeah, we did. We're like, sorry, we're gonna extend this for. I think that's what my husband thought. That we were like, ooh, let's just see if we can like let's accidentally miss our flight. Like, what would happen? You know, like a cat like pushing something off the counter. What would just happen if we just like accidentally missed our flight? Yeah, fucking right.
Dude, I've never missed a flight. It's embarrassing, actually. Like, they get kind of mad at you. He was like pissed.
Yeah, he's like, you fucking idiot.
But he was like, not. He was like, are you Alexi and Makalie? He's like, where the hell have you guys been? We were like, we were right there.
No, but that's another key piece that we missed though. He was like, I have been calling you.
Oh.
And I was like looking through my log.
Any missed calls?
No missed calls. Nothing. He turns his monitor, shows us he has the travel agent's number, and he said, I called. Somebody picked up and said hello, and then I said I was looking for you guys, and then they just hung up. So we never got a call or anything, and then we never heard anything over the overcom.
I did not. I mean, I might have been drunk, but I'm not stupid. I feel like I would have heard that.
I know. I just feel like this whole thing was just so stupid.
It was honestly so funny. Like, when I got home, I couldn't stop. When I would think about it, I'm like, it was kind of one of the highlights of the trip.
Well, we'll never forget this brand trip.
The trip itself was beautiful, memorable, very well done. Face Reality's amazing, but this just kind of added an element of like funny to it.
Yeah, which I feel like that's like our relationship in general. It's like there has to be something that goes wrong. Like we have to have a story to tell.
Oh, we gave him a story, all right.
No, but I will literally never, ever in my entire life, ever drink the night before I fly again. Ever, ever. And if I do drink before a flight, it's on the airplane. I will get a drink on the plane. That's it.
It's giving trauma.
It's giving. I'm
traumatized.
I'm traumatized by myself. Like, how bad is that when you think back and you're like, how embarrassing. Wow. It literally was giving 21 run.
Oh, and I know, and I'm 30. I guess I'm just a seasoned alcoholic. I don't know. I feel fine.
But you weren't. You held it together though. I feel like you always hold it together.
No, that's not always true.
Invite me over next time you're not, because I want to see this shit. I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen you like shit show like plastered.
I feel like even like I could be blacked out, wasted, and I feel like I would still like. I still always am very aware. I know what's going on. Like, that's what, like, when we were drunk trying to get to our flight in the hotel and then back to the shuttle in the hotel, like, doing all the Uber and stuff, like, and then I will wake up the next day, though, and I'm like, how did I even do that? I mean, I was pretty drunk.
Survival mode.
I guess.
Well, you're White Claws.
And I have 3 kids. I feel like I always have to be a mom, you know? Like,
yeah. We were just really trying to extend that as much as we humanly possibly could. Subconsciously, we did not make that a conscious decision, I promise.
Yeah, no.
Have you sold some supplements since you got them in? Are they flying off the shelf?
Yeah. I think I've sold, well, I just stocked them yesterday actually, and I've sold 2 sets because I'm looking over there right now and I see 2 that are missing.
Ooh. Snaps for Mac. Well, I hope that this breakdown of our trip, I hope it was everything that you wanted and more.
It probably was, and more, because we've been talking now for about 2 hours.
An hour and a half.
Oh.
We're at an hour 21. But that's going to be less after I edit this motherfucker down.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, my gosh. Makalie, everybody, give it up. Do you like being an esthetician?
I love it. It's my favorite thing, besides my family and my friends. But I really do. I honestly, genuinely do. I get to come here, and it really doesn't even feel like work. Like, sometimes I get done, and I just look around, and I'm like, this place is, like, cool.
Oh, look at this couch.
It's so fun.
Look at this couch.
We are literally badass.
And tell them how much you got it for.
$200.
This is fucking deep.
It's like you could sleep on here.
I would if I was homeless. I'd be like, hey, can I have the keys to the salon? What time does your first client get there? I'll be up and showered. I'll shower in the sink in your room.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Take a sponge bath.
There's a washer and dryer back there.
Oh, I can wash my clothes? Oh my gosh, that'd be so amazing. Is your husband gonna be pissed that you're here so late? We're doing this at like 9 p.m. We have kids, okay? Like, we have to move stuff around our schedules.
That's for sure.
But it's a Tuesday when you're watching this.
It's giving night.
Okay, wait. Last question. What was your favorite part about the trip in general?
Favorite part about the trip? I honestly liked the launch party, like I said. That was, I feel like, a cool thing for me. And then all of it was really cool, man. I really don't have like a specific favorite. The brand dinner was beautiful, very cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a fave. It was all great.
It was all really amazing.
It was.
Well, Makalie has the best personality in the entire world, and made it a lot more fun to be an idiot with. It's giving Iddy and idiot.
Literally.
What was it?
Eddie and idiot, and then we turned it into Iddy and idiot because
that was so funny. Your stories. I'm gonna have to post those like in the promotion for this podcast.
Oh yeah.
That was so funny.
I wish I would have taken some of you guys doing karaoke, though. I swear to God, like,
or your phone died, and so did mine.
Oh, that's
Everyone's phones were dead.
We are that fucking stupid. Like, they could have just abducted us, and no one would ever hear from us.
The lady
again.
in the lobby, she was
watching us.
She had our back. But at that
I think
rate,
she fucking hated us. I think if we got abducted, she'd be like, "Bye, bitches."
She actually called the person to abduct us.
Literally.
She's like, "Can you come get these hoes in the lobby?" It's giving annoying.
It's obnoxious and it's loud.
Oh my god.
And it's 3 a.m.
And you know,
We are fun though.
Oh, we are.
Like, we're cool moms, actually. Some
I
people
agree.
aren't that fun to go out with, but I will say, like, you're one of those friends. If you go out or somewhere, it's it's gonna be a good time. Yo.
God, but I really need to have fun without alcohol. That's my goal, is to like be California sober fun. Like, woohoo. Like,
boring.
At the the Halloween party, I twerked and I was sober.
Ish.
I was California sober. Oh my god, but then we ate so much food that night. That's a story for another night.
An entire charcuterie board, it's fine.
We ate an entire charcuterie board a few days later.
Okay.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to comment if you're watching on YouTube your favorite,
like, subscribe
part of this. Leave a 5-star review, and what else do I say?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you I don't like the promotion part. I just like being weird on camera. Makalie, give it up.
Alexi, thanks for inviting me. I guess I invited you, kind of.
No, we were supposed to do this last night. I'm like, wait, what if we like did it in your salon?
This is actually better. I feel like there's no kids. Our kids would be fucking this up.
I know.
All of them.
We'd be like, shut up!
You'd have to make a lot of edits.
I'd be like, let me edit that out. Let me edit. It's going to be fun to edit. Okay, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
It's giving...
It's giving bye.
Bye.